Darren Cousens, owner of Hillview Station with my wife Kim. Been here for 13 years. The station covers 149,000 hectares. We're predominantly a cattle breeder. We're located 65 kilometres southeast of Meekatharra. All through my working life, I've been surrounded by stations and so forth. I made a promise to my deceased brother that him and I would own a station one day, so yeah, I'm just living out his and my dream. Biosecurity could basically send us broke if you're not adhering to this and you get foot and mouth, lumpy skin, or you get a massive weed infection start in an area of the station, because you can't cover every inch of this station. So some areas you might not get into for a few months, and if something gets into a water system or that, it can spread pretty quickly. Quite a few years ago, MLA decided that we all needed to have a biosecurity plan on all farms and stations. Our procedure is that all vehicles entering the station, we require them to come to the homestead, because it's just easier with me with the inspection pit that I have in my workshop that I can get underneath the vehicle. I start my visual inspection. I'll mainly start up against the firewall where the hinges are for the car, because that's the main trap for anything that they've driven through. I'll check the air cleaner and make sure there's nothing entrapped in there. Everything else is just a visual inspection. We will do the wheel arches and that. Then I'll get into my pit and do all the undercarriage and everything else. And yeah, usually we find something on there just about every vehicle. We've had Margie Weir here yesterday for the Southern Rangelands Revitalisation Project, just doing a check on to make sure that we're complying with what we said we were doing. Yesterday afternoon, Margie and I drove around and had a look at our sandbags, and then went to one of our seed bank cells that we're setting up. So the idea of the exclusion cells is the fence will be 1.5 metres high with barb at 1.7 metres, so we can exclude all the roos. It has a lap wire of 300mm on it, so hopefully that'll keep the rabbits out and so forth. The whole idea is to actually have a 1 hectare cell that we can lock up to get the growth going. Then we can pulse cattle in there. Both cells have road access to them, so we can actually drop our cattle in there for a few hours or a day to graze it, then get them out and let it come back. So yeah, it's just a pilot program to try and trial different methodologies and see what works, so we can then take it large scale across the station. Because we have breakaways and so forth on the station, as you travel along the road, there's certain places that you're elevated, and with the sun in the right direction, the breakaways actually turn golden. So, you just reminds you that even though you are in the bush, there are those points that will lighten up your heart when you actually see it.